Hey kids, it's Kristen. So for today's video, we're gonna go over the makeup, the new to me makeup that I tried in the month of May. It's June 2nd when I'm filming this. I just filmed this Pride look that I did with my eyeshadow. So I'm super excited, and I'm actually getting to this somewhere close to the beginning of the month. I think last month I was a little behind, or maybe the month before. It's all running together because time is flying so fast. Excuse my hair. It's just in the middle of drying. It's not super greasy. I did wash it today. What do you guys think of the black lips? See, it doesn't stick there. So, I don't know. Which is the problem I have with like most dark shades. First up, I want to go over I did a video a few days ago about trying Dollar Tree makeup, and so I kind of kept that bucket here, the makeup that I tried. So we'll go over that. First up, the primers. We had this I think it was a hydrating serum primer. I don't know if it really made me feel any hydrated. It didn't feel bad. I don't know if it helped with my makeup really. I feel like this, if you just moisturize, it's probably like the same thing. The next up is this smoothing face primer color corrector, green for redness. I think it helped with the redness, maybe a tad. It was like, I could tell it was a little less red, but it's not like something breathtakingly different as far as the color went. I also tried this color corrector concealer. Kind of the same thing. I didn't really notice much of a difference. I felt the green color kind of like gave my skin a weird hue, so probably a no on this one. Next up, we have this lip color. It was from Revlon, actually. I didn't like it. It was really patchy. Didn't sit well on my lips, so this was a no as well. This highlighter from Ioni was really pretty. I enjoyed it. It's not, it's more of an everyday highlighter. It's not like one of my favorite super out there extra wet, but it's pretty. Like, it got the job done. I enjoyed it, so that's good. This concealer, I think it was just too much like my skin tone instead of lighter, and it was just very light coverage, so I didn't feel like it brightened my under eye. I didn't feel like it covered anything. I did use it as an eye primer, and I think it did okay with that, so I might keep a hold of this to use as an eye primer. Next up, we have foundation. This was very, very light. In the video, I really didn't like it. I went and kind of got away from like the really harsh filming type lights and looked in just like my bathroom lights. It looked better there, where it wasn't so unforgiving as some of the lights in here when I'm filming, but it did like under my nose, or the creases of my nose, it pretty much like went away right away. So yeah, I would say like maybe if you don't have a lot of like things you want to cover, like it was almost more like a tinted moisturizer than actual foundation. I probably won't use it again. So I took off that other lip color and I put this one on. It's a tinted lip balm. I think the color for the look I was going for wasn't quite right, but overall it felt nice. It gave us a nice color. It sat nice on the lips, so this one was good. The setting spray, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. The setting spray, I did wear the makeup for a while, but with the face makeup like already coming off like almost right away, it was hard to say. I'll try it some more. Like, I won't throw it away, I'll try it. If nothing else, I can like wet shadows with it and stuff. This little brow mini kit. It was good. It gave my brows color, so that was good. This bronzer I didn't care for. It didn't blend out very well, and this has like shimmer in it, and I don't really like shimmer in my bronzer. Shimmer anywhere else, but not my bronzer. I really enjoyed this blush. It was very pink. I liked it, and it stayed pretty well for quite a while. So got a few more things here. So we had this little LA Colors eyeshadow and Playful. I tried to use, I think it was these two darker colors to make a look, and they just kind of blended into the same color. And then this isn't a shimmer, but it was light enough to like add a little dimension. I just kind of like popped it in the middle. It kind of all like blended together into one color. So I didn't like that, but it stayed really well actually. And once the color all evened out and blended together, even though it was a very one-dimensional kind of one shape look, it stayed and it was pretty. So it wasn't what I wanted it to be, but if you're just looking for like a one swipe or like two color thing, that's something that's kind of pretty, will stay, doesn't take a lot of work, like you can get it from this. Just not personally something that I was excited about. And then the last thing, and the one that surprised me, was this it's called an eye marker, but it's just a liquid liner. And I don't usually use liquid liners, but this one was really easy to put on. I didn't skip. It lasted really well. I was actually very, very impressed with this, and just as a general rule, I don't get impressed with liquid liners because I'm not good at them. So this was probably the biggest surprise and the thing I was happiest about this. And I would say the blush, just because I've been looking for a bright pink blush like this, because this is kind of like on trend, and I didn't really have one that was real bright like that. So that was the Dollar Tree makeup. I just kind of wanted to like do that a little bit separate, and that way it's kind of a follow-up for my video as well. All right, now into the bucket. Let's see if I can find these palettes for the most part. All right. We got this Poison palette from Hank & Henry. This is the first time I've tried Hank & Henry. I wasn't super impressed with how like the pigmentation and how well they blended. I only tried it the once, so I want to try it some more before because it wasn't so horrible that I was like, no, never again. Usually I want to try it a few times, because sometimes just the colors that you pick out, sometimes it's just me that day. I'm not doing well with my makeup. I'm not laying it down well. So I don't want to write it off completely yet. Next up, we have the Extraordinaries palette from Rasha B and Just Anne. This was really pretty. I think I just used it the once, but I enjoyed it. She actually has a really good formula, so I'm excited to play with this some more. I'm really drawn to this like mustard color, so, but I don't think I used that one. I think I dipped more into the purples, so I'm excited to try that some more. Next up, we have Sigma, the Hazy palette. I actually filmed a haul from Sigma and I accidentally deleted it before I showed it. This was pretty. I really was drawn to the shimmers. The mattes are all pretty neutral, but the shimmers really were gorgeous, so I enjoyed it. Next up, we got this virtual palette from Gourmand Girls. This is my first Gourmand Girls palette. I was really excited to get it. I really enjoy it. I enjoy all the bright, pretty colors. Then we have this little Iceland palette. It's a little quad. I use this for my makeup inspired by my dog's video for BMO, and it worked really well, especially with like the dark black and like the dark look I was looking for. It stayed well, went on well. It's nice for a simple, like, dark, smoky kind of look. Next up, we got Avocado Toast from BH. I just used it the once so far. Pretty. I enjoyed it. And I'm a little late to the party on this one. This is the Aurora Strut palette. I finally got it. It came back in stock. And I had a coupon from ColourPop for something. Like something was wrong with a past order or something. And this came back in stock and I grabbed it. I just have only been able to use it the once, but it's a gorgeous color with the greens and purples, blues. You got some like gray colors in there. So I'm really happy to play with this some more. One more eyeshadow palette. This is the Puerto Rico palette for BH Cosmetics. Beautiful orangey tones. I enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to playing with more of the oranges. And got some face palettes. We've got this Lisa Treehouse of Horror highlighter. The highlighters were nice. I kind of, will be honest, and got it more for the packaging. I do have the big eyeshadow palette that goes with it. So it'll go in my, what's that? It'll go with that for, I mean, I'll use it. It's the highlights are pretty. I think Revolution does good highlights. But I will put it with my palette. Another Revolution palette. I just used it the once. It's highlighter and blushes. It worked pretty well. It was on clearance at Marshall, so it was only $4, so 50 cents a pan, right? Can't beat that. You can when you have 5,000 blushes, Kristen. Knock it off. Next up we have this Alice in Wonderland from Sigma. I do have the eyeshadow palette. Sigma was having a big sale, and I got this, and something else. Like I said, I filmed a whole video, and I accidentally deleted it. I'm annoyed with myself. I love that blush color. It's very pretty. The highlight's pretty as well. It's a little more subtle. But I feel like this is more of like a romantic, more subtle, chill kind of vibe. Oh, jeez. We're okay. We're okay. We're safe. Next up, we got this Sculpt Power the Cheek palette from W7. I think this is like a dupe for Benefit. This is only $4.99 at Marshall's. You get a bronzer and Honolulu, which I think is supposed to be like the Hoola, which I don't prefer. I don't particularly like the Hoola. It's a little too warm for me, but I enjoy this. The blush is nice. This highlighter is a bit dark for me. This one's nice. It's kind of that more subtle, chill highlighter that it's not always my favorite to use. A lot of times I'll use that like maybe on like my brow bone or something, and use something a little more bam on my cheeks. And then speaking of cheeks, we got the Juicy Cheeks palette from Blend Bunny. I was excited to get this. She had like a flash sale where it was kind of cool. I think just one of her followers. It wasn't like an influencer, a YouTuber, or any big name person, just a regular follower was like, hey, can we get a code for 25% off or something? And she's like, hell yeah. And it was, you know, I forget the name of the person who said it, but use the code. It was her name and maybe some numbers or something. So that was kind of cool. And the girl was like, oh, I feel like a influencer now. So this is really cool. It's got like the brighter colors. I've been looking for a nice purple powder blush. I have some like cream ones, but and then I've never had like an orange or a yellow blush. This orange blush looks really pretty. I don't know, I tried the yellow and the orange kind of mixed together. I looked a little jaundiced, so that might not be for me, but I bet it will look pretty on other people. But I did enjoy this. I've used it a couple times. All right, this is a liquid lip gloss from Okalon. I didn't really like it. It felt fine, but it just kind of like went away. Like the gold glitterish just kind of left. So it was a little, excuse me, a little disappointing that way. Excuse me. I got this Born to Glow. It's a liquid highlight. What I did is I mixed it with some foundation. I did it twice. The first time I used too much, but I was kind of able to blend it out, and it ended up looking okay. The next time I used it, it looked nice. So I did enjoy using it that way. I was just went a little too crazy the first time. So that was fun. It wasn't too much all over glow. It just kind of gave a nice little glow. Another, oh, this Medusa's Makeup lipstick. So I use this in my Makeup Inspired by My Dogs video for BMO to go with that little Iceland palette. And this, like, it literally almost glued my lips together. It was so sticky. If you watch the video, you can literally see, like, my lip skin, like, sticking together. It was awful, but it was hilarious. And it did not want to come off. I had to, like, scrub my lips. So this is a no. Unless, like, you know, you're like, I gotta go to, like, a work function. I need to not talk shit. Wear this, you'll be afraid to open your lips. So, you know, positive. So, there's that. Got this little highlight from Glamlight, Pina Colada. It's very pretty. I found it at Ross for, I think it was $5. So, there's that. Very pretty, very glittery. I just want to touch it. Camera, it just looks like chalk on camera, but it is really pretty when you put it on. Oh yeah, see that glow? So I enjoy that. I was happy to find that. This is an eyeshadow from AOA, which is Shop Miss A. It's an eyeshadow, but I think I used it a little bit for like topper, and then I did use it on my cheeks as a highlight, and I really liked using it as a highlight. I'm really happy with that. I got this little MAC blush. I never tried MAC blush. I've been kind of eyeing it at TJ Maxx, or Marshalls is what we have. It's the same thing. For a while, but it was like still $12.99, so I was like, eh. But then I got it one day. It's nice. I'm glad to get it. I'm glad to try it. Lordy. Next up, we got this lip contour kit from Revolution. This was not my color. Yeah, it's so light. It like pretty much washed me out. Yeah, so not for me, unfortunately. I thought it was gonna be more like, well, see, like that's the color. Like that's what I thought, and then like, what is this? So yeah, that's a no-go for me. So I got this a blush off of Temu, not off of Shein. Even though this packaging is similar, Profusion Cosmetics also has similar packaging. I've heard good things. I enjoy this blush. The applicator looks like very peachy colored. I liked it. It blended out nicely. I'm happy with that. And we got this blush. It's from Swarovski US. I got this in, what is it called? Ice Cream Beauty Box. Or no, did I get in Slay Glam? I think I got an ice cream. I'm pretty sure. So the blush is like on the petals. It was a pretty color. It took some work to blend it. It lasted really well, like for quite a bit. I wore it to work and it lasted for most of the night, and I worked 12 hours. I will say it's probably not beginner friendly, so if you've never used like liquid or cream blush, I would not suggest this as your first one, because it just took some work to like blend out and like get on the brush. So I got it to work, but it took some work. So not like the best formula or my favorite formula, but it was okay. Tater Rounds Beauty, this lipstick. I think it was supposed to be, yeah, it's liquid matte. It didn't really dry down matte. It was transferable, but it did dry down to like a nice color. It was okay, but I don't particularly like super liquid matte lipsticks, so. Moira, this is a liquid eyeshadow. I really liked it. I've been having my eyes on these for a while, and I finally ordered some. And then we have this one from Rasha B. This one kind of faded really quick. Like it was gone. It was gone pretty quick from my eyes, so I was disappointed, which is really sad because I enjoy the color, and it's a duo multi-chrome, so that was disappointing that it faded so quickly. We have this gloss from Complex Culture. It's pretty. It's a little bit sticky, so not my favorite, but not the worst. Got this little compact from Temu. It's got 2 highlighters. So there's a highlighter. Then in the middle is the blush. The blush is what I'm wearing today. I wanted to give it another try. I took it on our weekend out, and that's the other highlight, or eyeshadow. And I don't bring like all my tools and stuff. Like I don't bring like a huge makeup bag, so I don't want to judge it too much on that. I use and I don't like to take a bunch of makeup, so I use like my bronzer as my all over lid and crease shade, and then like stuck one of the highlighters on my eyes, and it didn't last very long. It blended out okay. It didn't look bad. It wasn't patchy. It just didn't have a lot of longevity, but that just might have been that I didn't have all the tools. So I'm kind of reserved on this to these. I don't know what that was. So this is my Fenty lipstick. If I can, okay, do that. It's like a lot of work to get it out. I broke the tip. That was me. It's a brownie color. I've been trying browns. It was okay. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It didn't blow me away either though. We got another highlighter from Oaklyn. This was nice. It looks like it'd be like right up my alley, but it just wasn't quite as shimmery, glittery on the cheeks. But this one this is a Hello Halo. I actually got this years and years and years ago when I first started kind of experimenting with makeup. Ended up decluttering it. Want to try it out again now that I'm a little more better. I'm not much of a novice as I used to be, and I enjoyed using it again. Then we got another highlighter stick. This is from JCat. I really like the application and the color. It didn't last very long though, so that's my only complaint. Another highlighter. It says highlighter cream, but it just feels like highlight. It looks so glittery in the pan. It is pretty glittery, but it has a little bit more. It's not just straight up glitter. I really like this. So long. Michaela X Glam Light. Another one of these that makes it so hard. That's the color. I don't remember what I thought of this, so it was probably just fine. This Item Beauty blush in Bad Bleep. It's a little dark, and I went a little ham. I have another blush of hers that I really enjoyed, so I'll probably try and chill out a little bit on the application, and I'll probably like it more. We have this lip cream from Tater Rounds Beauty. This is pretty nice. I don't know, I got like a Tater Rounds Beauty mystery bag for my sister, and all the swatching and everything did not really go well, and I was actually pleasantly surprised when I actually tried it on. Next up, we have, as far as the lipsticks go, now these all these are shadows from Tater Rounds. They look like they're shimmers, and you would think they're shimmers in loose pigment. They lay down with like no shimmer except for the white one, but it was just, so I use these two to like create a base look on my eyeshadow, and they lay down matte. They blended really nicely. They complemented each other really nicely. They last really long, but they looked matte. And when I'm working with a loose eyeshadow, if I'm taking that time to work with a messier medium as a loose eyeshadow, I want like a pop. I want something special and boom. And this were like matte neutrals, which I can get more easily. But when I swatched them, there was almost no pigment, but when I put in my eyes, they were nice as far as pigment goes. And then I tried to use this one as like a topper, and there was nothing. I didn't see anything except for like some flakes got on my eyelashes. So these weren't for me. They did better than expected, but as far as using it on the eyes, I want more shimmer. I want to be impressed. So yeah. And I actually have another product from Tater Rounds Beauty, but I got this in Pandora's box of Indie Obsessions. This is a face contour, and it's a loose face contour, and I thought for sure, I was like, there's no way. I'm gonna try it, but there's no way. I actually really, really liked it. I really liked the shade. It blended nicely. I was very surprised with this. I was really happy with it, so way to go. Okay, we're getting there. We got this lipstick from Oden's Eye. It was nice. It's not like my favorite color, but the formula was nice. Got this lipstick for Beauty for Real. It does come off a little more orange when you put it on your lips, but I didn't mind it. Got this little loose eyeshadow from Psych Minerals. This was nice. It laid down nice, had a nice shimmer to it. I have a silver eyeliner. It was fine. Like, it wasn't super creamy or anything like that, so it was kind of a bummer. Lip liner from NYX. It was good. No any complaints. Very universal shade there. I've heard good things, so I wanted to try them. This Real Her eyeliner. It's a pretty color, but like it took a lot of work to get this on, and it wasn't very creamy, and I felt like I was like having to almost like stab myself to get any pigment to come off, so I wasn't super happy with that. And then this is an eyeliner from Rasha B. I don't really remember, so it's probably decent. Almost there. IBY Beauty. This blush, very kind of muted pinky shade. It was pretty. I don't have anything bad to say about it. This lipstick from Hourglass. Just a nude color. It was fine. I know Hourglass is pretty expensive. Putting this on, I probably wouldn't know the difference from like a drugstore lipstick. It wasn't like, this is luxury on my lips. It's not necessarily how it felt, but it wasn't bad. Last, we have this liquid blush from Kawaii Girl Cosmetics. I just found them like on Instagram scrolling, and I was like, do an indie brand, I'm gonna try them out. Bright pink. It was really pretty on my cheeks. I wore it the other night. It lasted really long. It blended out really nicely. So I was really happy with this. You might want to check them out, you know, an indie brand. It wasn't, I think with shipping and everything, it was like 13 something. So not super expensive either. So I was really happy with that. All right. So that for the month of May, I almost said April because I can't believe it's June, is what I tried, the New to Me makeup. I'm overall pretty happy. Got a lot to add to my collection. Not that I need it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Any engagement helps me out greatly. We're at 101 subscribers, I think. We're gonna let that marinate. It's kind of, it went like back down to 99, up, you know how it goes sometimes with YouTube. We'll let that marinate for a while. If we stay at 100, we'll do another giveaway, and we'll keep growing and keep having fun together. So thank you guys so much for watching me, and I will see you all later. Thanks, guys.